When I check these words in their origin, the word principality means first in rank. It's the word alke. That means the way Satan fights a people and influences a civilization is very systematic. It's not random. What do the principalities do? They come in first to recruit people, and they recruit people based on the giftings that God has given to them. And so you find some people, they have leadership, and because of this leadership, they are authoritative and bold. The devil harnesses them and taps into their hearts and maybe introduces pride because of their boldness, because of their leadership capacity. Everywhere they go to their head, so suddenly they start feeling important. Over time, they will become a god over themselves, because when they arrive at the top, they will tell themselves, I don't need anybody to be what I am. I got here by my intelligence and by hard work. And he doesn't know that he has been manipulated. There are other people who are prophetic, full of inspiration. They can sit down and see something and design it, and it becomes an invention. That prophetic power makes them easily access the spirit realm. Because of that, the devil can introduce seduction. And the guy, although he's very creative, very inspiring, very inventive, but there is a lust in his soul that he can't deal with. And so every time he sleeps around for fun, and he doesn't know what's going on. The inspiration is constant, but he has become godless. That's the work of principalities. They identify those who have gifting so that they are separated into quadrants. When they are done achieving that, then the powers come. The word power there is the word exousia. It means authorities. And what they do is that they bind people. So somebody can start fornicating and he thinks he's exercising his will. When he wants to stop, he will now discover he's a slave, that what he's doing is stronger than him. It is in stopping that he will now realize that he was not the one doing what he was doing. What he was doing was what was doing him. Somebody may begin by stealing, and then he wants to stop. He now discovers it's impossible to steal. Somebody may begin with alcoholism. Until a point comes, he can't even focus on his destiny anymore. And then from alcohol, he goes into hard drugs. And then he becomes an addict. And then you tell him to stop. He tries, he can no longer stop. He will now discover that a power has taken hold of his soul. Now, he's not just doing something he likes, he's a slave of that act. And when the power gets you, then spiritual wickedness comes. Spiritual wickedness are the ones that afflict men. After they have used you to achieve what they want, they now afflict you. They leave you with a disease. They leave you with destruction. So you discover that which you began that was full of pleasure, the end of it is death. That's why he said there's a way that seemeth right unto a man. He said the end is destruction. Those are the rulers of darkness. And then you have spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. Oh my God. These ones will make you a waste in your generation. If you escape the third one, the fourth one will afflict you. These are the spirit that controls territories. And so you can have a president who is very smart and inventive, but they put corruption in his soul. You can have a leader who is very smart and inventive, but they put godlessness in him. And although during his reign there was a lot of innovations, but there's no more God in the land. They bring policies that makes it impossible for God to be worshipped, or they sponsor things that makes the next generation forget God. And then you are wondering, when did we decline spiritually? Spirits participated in the civilization. Paul is saying there's a level you grow to that to become part of God's army to exercise his government. If you get to the level where you can fight against those beings, you will need authority. Because when you rise up and say, oh, there must be revival in Australia, if you're not careful, you will lose your job after 2 weeks. And then you are wondering, what happened? I've been the best staff here. What went wrong? Nothing went wrong. You are beginning to contend at the gate. And so they want to distract you. So what they will do is that they will take your job. But for you to not lose your job, in addition